Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to start chapter number 1, Biology first year, which is about the introduction of biology. So what is biology? How we can define biological sciences? You know, it is purely a science subject, and biology means there are two things here. एक चीज है biology की definition, how we can define biology, and the second one is what are the literal meanings of biology. Biology के dictionary में क्या meaning है? Biology basically you already have studied in your junior classes. Biology is actually combination of two words, bios and logos. You know, bios means life and logos means study or discussion or reasoning or thoughts or discourse, whatever. So in literal meaning, we can say biology is the study of living organisms. It is the discussion or discourse about the living organism. So biology is derived from two Greek words, bios, logos, life, and study and discussion. Now what is the definition of biology? We can define biology in such a way that biology is the branch of science in which we study, scientifically we study living organisms and all those factors which can affect the life of living organisms. What is scientific study of living organisms? Means we will study in this branch of science every aspect of living organisms. Every aspect means their morphology, उनका हम स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे, उनकी बनावट देखेंगे, उनकी साख देखेंगे, एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रक्चर भी, इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर भी, एनाटॉमी भी, मॉर्फोलॉजी भी. We will also study the histology, scientific study of tissues, microscopic study of tissues. Then we will study embryology, we will study physiology, we will study, in other words, every aspect, how an organism lives and how it's has its life cycle and which factors can affect the life of an organism. Means water, light, temperature, soil and other factors which can affect the life of an organism. We will also discuss all those factors in this science which is named as biology. So in a comprehensive definition of biology, we will say that biology is derived from two Greek words, bios and logos. Bios means life and logos means study and discussion. So we say that biology is the discussion about life or about living organism, or it is the study of living organism. And in a comprehensive definition, we will also add that it is the scientific study of living organisms in which we study all aspects of living organisms, and we also study all those factors, although which are not living. They are non-living factors, but they are interacting with the living organisms. You know, you have studied in the previous classes. यानी हम पढ़ेंगे बायोटिक और एबायोटिक दोनों जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं एनवायरनमेंट के. We will study biotic and abiotic factors. So, biology is the science in which we are going to study the living organisms and all those factors which can affect the living organisms. My dears, this was the introduction of this chapter. Biology topic, the title, Introduction of Biology. In this chapter, we are going to study, along with the introduction, I would also like to introduce you this whole chapter. We are going to study branches of biology. levels of biological organization. You have studied various disciplines of biology in your junior classes. Levels of biological organization from subatomic level to ecosystem and biome level. We study different levels of biological organization. Living world in space and living world in time. I mean geographical time chart we will study in this chapter as well. We will also discuss phyletic lineage. Phyletic lineage, we will also study the ancestral history of organisms, how the organism came into being, how they were originated in the past. Then we will study the biological method of study, means how we solve problems in biology. It is the same method which we call scientific method of study as well. Then we will study biology and service of mankind. How biology could raise the standard of living for human being on the face of this earth. We will also discuss. And in the end of this chapter, we will study about the protection and conservation of natural resources, of protection and conservation of our environment. You know, biology also gives the solution how we can conserve our natural resources and how we can protect and how we can wisely use all those natural resources. Now, my dears, after this introduction of biology and some introduction to the chapter, let's see who is a biologist. A biologist is an expert. Most of the people say that everyone who studies biology is a biologist. Actually, it is not. Who studies biology is the student of biology. Biologist is a person who studies, who is an expert in every aspect of life, जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म के हर पहलू से वाकिफ हो, बल्कि उसका माहिर हो, उसको हम कहेंगे a biologist. So, for a biologist, it does not matter that what is life. This is not the issue of a biologist. जिंदगी क्या है ये biologist का concern नहीं. It is left for poets, for philosophers and for theologians. मिसाल के तौर पे birds आपको पता है कोई शायरी वायरी करेंगे, जिंदगी ये है या कोई तूफान है, जिंदगी प्यार का गीत है, इसको हर मन को गाना पड़ेगा. Whatever. They will define the life. It is not the problem of a biologist. Why should there be life? Why life is there on the face of earth? जिंदगी का होना क्यों जरूरी था? क्यों जिंदगी है? It is not a question for a biologist. These are the questions which are not for a biologist, but rather these questions are related with philosophers and theologists. And you know, poets also try to describe life in their own way. Now, what is the concern of a biologist? Biologist concerns about how life works. जिंदगी काम कैसे करती है? जिंदगी जब से जमीन पे आई है, जिंदगी के जब से ओरिजिन हुआ है, उसके बाद से जिंदगी जमीन के ऊपर किस तरह से वर्क कर रही है, इट इज द कंसर्न ऑफ ए बायोलॉजिस्ट. एंड for biologists, what is life? Biologist says that any object, any entity which has the characteristic of life. What are the characteristics of life? For a biologist, an object, कोई भी ऐसी shell, कोई भी ऐसा substance which is highly organized from subatomic level to cell level to tissue level to organ system and organism and other levels of organization. Highly organized entity, very complex, no doubt. Organisms, even a single unicellular organism is so much complex. It has protein synthesis, it has other metabolic processes. Any object which is composed of one or more cells, for a living organism, these characteristics are very necessary. ये characteristics तो होना जरूरी है किसी चीज को जिंदा कहलाने के लिए. So हर जिंदा चीज जो है वो एक या एक से ज्यादा सेल्स में मुश्किल होगी, ये सेल प्रोडक्ट्स में मुश्किल होगी. आपको पता है एक सेल में मुश्किल होते हैं, यूनिसेलुलर जो ज्यादा सेल में मुश्किल है वो मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं. फिर हम कहते हैं कि जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म है, they also contain a genetic makeup. They have a genetic makeup. They have a genome. They have genes which may or may not be present on the chromosome. You know, in case of prokaryotes, and if I talk about the viruses, in case of them, they are not chromosomes, but they are the DNA molecules or RNA molecules. So they have genetic makeup. These living organisms, इनका एक और characteristic ये है कि they acquire and use energy. They get energy somehow. Or they convert the energy of the sun, as in case of photosynthesis. They acquire energy and then they use this energy for their metabolic processes. And for their use of energy, they use the process of respiration, which we call cellular respiration, ATP synthesis. They carry out and control many chemical reactions. There are hundreds and thousands of chemical reactions taking place in a single cell. And all these chemical reactions are, being controlled and catalyzed by enzymes. All these chemical reactions, which may be catabolic or anabolic, we collectively call them metabolism. We will define this term again in some other way. All living organisms can grow in size. They have irreversible increase in the size. A child grows into a man. So, they also maintain their internal environment. As your body temperature always remains 37 degrees Celsius or 96.6 or 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Whether the temperature of outside is 40 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Celsius or 15 degrees Celsius, your body temperature will remain the same. That is actually the maintaining internal environment. There are different mechanisms for maintaining internal environment. We'll study later in the second year, homeostasis. Living organisms also reproduce. They produce young ones of their own. Reproduction of different types. Every living organism reproduces. It produces young ones of its own. Then living organisms respond to the change. They have sensitivity. If there is any change in the environment, they respond to this change. Then, at the last but not the least, last characteristic I am going to discuss of the living organism, that is the adaptability. Organism, if they confront a new environment, अगर किसी जानदार को नए माहौल में लाया जाता है तो वो उस माहौल में अपने आप को एडजस्ट कर लेता है. और आपको पता है किसी जानदार की कामयाबी का इन्हिसार इसी बात पे है कि हाउ rapidly and successfully an organism adapts to the changing or changed environment. So, for a biologist, an organism must have all these characteristics. And all those things which have all these characteristics, that will be considered as a living organism. Now, the second topic is the branches of biology. As we have studied earlier, that as we divided the science into its sub-disciplines, same is the case with biology. When we gathered a huge amount of information about biology, then scientists decided to distribute this science into various disciplines so that we may comprehend the subject more properly. So, there are major branches of biology. Three major branches of biology are microbiology. As the name suggests, you are studying this terminology for the last 3 microbiology. Any organism which can be seen with the microscope only, cannot be seen by this naked eye. That is a microbe or microorganism. And study of all aspects of the life of a microorganism and all those factors which affect the life of a microorganism, that is called microbiology. Then the botany. Botany again comes from the term botany. Botany means herbs, grasses. So primarily it was used by Theophrastus, who is also named as father of botany. Botany means grasses, and study of the grasses, study of the plants, that is called botany. And zoo means animal, and scientific study of animals, that is called zoology. These are three major branches. Then there are some other disciplines. We, for our own convenience, divide biology in more disciplines. First one is the morphology, study of cross structure of an organism, whether it is external morphology or internal morphology. Internal morphology is also named as anatomy. जब हम किसी जानदार की अंदरूनी साख या उसकी बैरूनी खतोफाल को साख को पढ़ेंगे तो वो morphology होगी. Then physiology. Physiology is the study of functions of different organs of an organism. किसी organism के मुख्तलिफ अज़ा के functions, how do they function? That is called physiology. For example, how do my eyes work? How do my ears work? How are heart and lungs and kidneys and other body organs are working? That is the study which is named as physiology. It's the study of functions of organs of organism. Ecology, ecos means surrounding. Ecos means surrounding. So, study of interaction of an organism with its surrounding. किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म का अपने माहौल के साथ जो तामुल है, जो इंटरेक्शन है, उसको हम कहेंगे इकोलॉजी. इट इज आल्सो समटाइम्स नेम्ड एज एनवायरमेंटल बायोलॉजी. देन पैलिएंटोलॉजी. पैलिएंटोलॉजी इज द स्टडी ऑफ fossils. What are fossils? Fossils are dead remains of ancient organisms. Dead remains, ये डेड रिमेन्स जो हैं वो उनकी हड्डियों की सूरत में हो सकते हैं, उनके इम्प्रेशंस की सूरत में हो सकते हैं, उनकी कोई अलामात जो चट्टानों के अंदर ज़मीन में कहीं महफूज है, उनको हम कहते हैं फॉसिल्स. बहुत पुराने रिमोट पास्ट के ऑर्गेनिज्म हैं, उनको फॉसिल्स कहते हैं. और स्टडी ऑफ फॉसिल्स इज कॉल्ड पैलिएंटोलॉजी. पैलिएंटोलॉजी इज द स्टडी ऑफ फॉसिल्स. Now, paleontology can also be divided into paleobotany and paleozoology. If we study the fossil of plants, which is paleobotany. अगर हम प्लांट के फॉसिल को स्टडी करते हैं पैलियोबॉटनी में, अगर एनिमल्स के फॉसिल को स्टडी करते हैं तो पैलियोलॉजी है. हिस्टोलॉजी, we have studied already microscopic study of tissue. Then molecular biology, study of an organism at molecular level. Study of molecules of life, जिसको हम बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स भी कहते हैं, उनकी स्टडी को हम करेंगे. या किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म को स्टडी करना है मोलेकुलर लेवल, दैट विल बी मोलेकुलर बायोलॉजी. देन बायोटेक्नोलॉजी, स्टडी ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म और ऑर्गेनिज्म एंड देयर प्रोसेसेस फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ मैनकाइंड. कोई भी प्रोडक्ट जो हम इंसान की बेहतरी के लिए बनाएंगे फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ मैनकाइंड, किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म को या ऑर्गेनिज्म की प्रोडक्ट को इस्तेमाल करते हुए उसको हम कहेंगे दिस इज बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. फॉर एग्जांपल, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ इंसुलिन, प्योरली अ सब्जेक्ट प्रॉब्लम ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. एम्ब्रियोलॉजी, व्हेन sperm fuses with the egg, it forms zygote. जब कोई स्पर्म एग के साथ फ्यूज होता है, फर्टिलाइजेशन होती है, तो जाइगोट बनता है. जाइगोट के अंदर फिर जो चेंजेस आती हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल यू माइट हैव सीन एनी चिक कमिंग आउट ऑफ द एग. किस तरह से एक अंडे से एक मुर्गी का बच्चा निकल आता है बाहर। वो चेंजेस क्या होती हैं, जाइगोट के अंदर क्या क्या चेंजेस आती हैं, उसमें कौन कौन सी डेवलपमेंटल चेंजेस होती हैं जिसकी वजह से वो एक चिक में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है। द स्टडी ऑफ डेवलपमेंट ऑफ जाइगोट टू डेवलप एन ऑर्गेनिज्म, दैट इज कॉल्ड एम्ब्रियोलॉजी। उसको हम एम्ब्रियोलॉजी कहेंगे। आप ये भी कह सकते हैं इट इज द स्टडी ऑफ डेवलपमेंटल स्टेजेस इन एम्ब्रियो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एम्ब्रियोलॉजी। देन ह्यूमन बायोलॉजी, study of all aspects of human being, anatomy, morphology, physiology, genetics, evolution, all aspects of human being are studied in human biology. So human biology क्या है? ये हमारे अपने बारे में है। हजरत इंसान की जिंदगी के तमाम पहलुओं और इसके जिस्म के तमाम पहलुओं और किस तरह से वो उसका जिस्म जो है वो वर्क करता है, that is human biology. Then social biology. It is also named as communal biology or community biology. How an organism behaves in its society. किसी ऑर्गेनिज्म का अपनी सोसाइटी के अंदर बिहेवियर है, उसके रिलेशंस उनको स्टडी करना है, इस बात सोशल बायोलॉजी। इट इज आल्सो नेम्ड एज बिहेवियरल बायोलॉजी। कीप इन माइंड, सोशल बायोलॉजी और बिहेवियरल बायोलॉजी किसी जानकार का अपनी सोसाइटी में, अपने कम्युनिटी के अंदर बिहेवियर जो है उसकी स्टडी को हम सोशल बायोलॉजी कहते हैं। पैरासाइटोलॉजी, parasites, all those living organisms which get their nutrition from other living organisms by irritating them or by causing diseases to them, they are parasites. उर्दू में इनके लिए एक तफैलिए का वर्ड इस्तेमाल होता है जो डिपेंडेंट होते हैं। जैसे आप अपने पेरेंट्स के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हैं। आपके लिए वैसे पैरासाइट का लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल करना अच्छा तो नहीं लगता, लेकिन आपको समझाने के लिए यू आर डिपेंडेंट अपॉन योर पेरेंट्स फॉर ऑल काइंड ऑफ योर नीड्स, फॉर मनी, फॉर फूड, फॉर क्लोथिंग, फॉर स्कूलिंग, फॉर एजुकेशन, एवरीथिंग यू डिपेंड ऑन योर पेरेंट्स. Same is the case with the living organism. For example, lice are in the hair, or ticks and mites in dogs and cats. All they are parasites. And the study of parasites, their transmission from one organism to another, their life cycle, their life histories. वो किस तरह से अपनी जिंदगी, मिसाल के तौर पे हम मस्किटो की बात करते हैं, मच्छर किस तरह से अपनी जिंदगी गुजारता है. जब हम मच्छर की लाइफ को स्टडी करेंगे तो मच्छर चूंकि एक पैरासाइट है तो हम कहेंगे इट इज पैरासाइटोलॉजी ऑफ द मस्किटो. फ्रेश वाटर बायोलॉजी एंड मैरीन वाटर बायोलॉजी, इट इज collectively can be named as aquatic biology. इनको मजमूई तौर पे हम aquatic biology कह सकते हैं. aqua का मतलब water होता है. फ्रेश वाटर बॉडीज आपको पता है, जो लेक्स हैं, जो रिवर्स हैं, जो स्ट्रीम्स हैं, जो कैनाल्स हैं, उनके अंदर जो लाइफ है, जो ऐसा पानी जिसमें नमकियात की मिकदार कम है, विच इज फ्रेश वाटर, उसमें जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म है उनकी स्टडी फ्रेश वाटर बायोलॉजी कहेंगे. और ओशंस और सीज के अंदर जो लाइफ है उसको हम स्टडी करेंगे मैरीन बायोलॉजी. देन there are some other branches of biology we will discuss within our subject. मिसाल के तौर पे anthropology है, study of human population or study of population of an organism. Then so many other branches are there, but these are some fundamental branches of biology which we are to complete. So my dears, this is all about today. I hope you understand. अगर आपको कोई चीज समझ ना आए या कोई क्वेश्चन आपके ज़हन में उभरता हो तो यू मोस्ट वेलकम. You can write your question in comment. Inshallah, about this topic, inshallah, I will try to answer all your questions. And again, I would say if you want to see whether I have uploaded a new lecture, मेरा जो नया लेक्चर है, नेक्स्ट जो मेरा लेक्चर है वो BSc और MSc के लिए है, दूसरे लोगों के लिए भी. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि मेरे लेक्चर्स आपको मिलते रहें तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल and also press the bell icon so that you can get the notification. Thank you very much. Allah.